Are you thinking about speaking your truth, sharing your story, or whistleblowing about somebody or a group that's toxic? Or maybe you've already been threatened with a defamation lawsuit for starting to speak up. Well, here's what usually happens. You share the truth with someone about what happened, that message gets relayed back to them, then the toxic person panics, is paranoid that their mask is slipping and they might be exposed. So they pull out a weapon that they think will scare you the most. If you tell anyone or post anything, I will contact my attorneys or I'll sue you for defamation. But here's the truth most people don't know. 99% of these threats are empty. They're not about the law. They are all about control. They are designed to silence you, to make you doubt yourself, and to scare you into staying quiet. And the moment you actually understand how defamation really works, everything changes. You'll start to see that you hold the power, not them. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what defamation actually is and what it isn't, why toxic people love to use these threats, and stay till the end because I'm going to show you the exact steps that you can take to protect yourself so that you can speak your truth with genuine confidence instead of fear. And if you've ever second-guessed yourself, can I say this publicly? Am I going to get in trouble? Stay with me because this is going to shift how safe and grounded and confident you feel. Hi, I'm Callie Sorensen. I have a master's in the psychology of coercive of control, and I've supported countless people who faced these exact threats. My work is all about helping you trust yourself again and reclaim your voice with genuine confidence, even in the face of threats and intimidation. And here's a very quick but important note. I'm not a lawyer, and this video is not legal advice. Defamation laws vary by state and country, so if you're facing a real legal threat, it's always best to consult with a local attorney. But if you do need one-on-one emotional support as you face their intimidation or legal threats, you can book a free intro call with me in the link in the description below. First, let's define what defamation actually means. In simple terms, defamation is making a false statement of fact about someone that harms their reputation. Now, there are two types. There's slander, which is spoken, such as conversations, speeches, or podcasts. And then there's libel, which is written, articles, posts, social media. Now, if we look at the legal standards, for something to legally qualify as defamation, it usually must meet these four conditions. Number one, a false statement of fact. The statement that you shared must be false and presented as a fact. It's not your opinion or your experience. It's you presenting something as an objective fact about another person. So for example, he has a criminal record for abuse. If it's not true or provable, it could be defamatory. Another example, she stole money from her clients. If it's false, it's defamatory. Number two, publication. It has to be shared with at least one other person, not just kept in private or in your diary. Number three, fault. The person making the statement acted with negligence or malice. Negligence is when you are not careful with the truth, like sharing gossip without checking if it's true. Now, malice is deliberately lying or recklessly ignoring the truth. For example, saying that they abuse all their clients when you know it's not true, and you say that just to damage their reputation. Number four, harm and damages. The person suing must show that they were actually harmed by the statement. For example, if they had a loss of reputation, business or financial damage, or emotional distress. Without proof of harm, most defamation claims do not hold up in court. Now let's look at what defamation is not. This is the part they do not want you to know. Most of the time, what you share does not qualify as defamation. So defamation is not the truth. If a statement is true, it is not defamation, period. Feelings. I felt unsafe, I felt dismissed, I felt manipulated. These are your feelings. No one can sue you successfully for your feelings alone. Opinions. I don't trust them. Pure opinion is generally protected. Personal experiences. In my experience, they dismiss my boundaries. That is a lived experience, not a false fact claim. The issue arises if you frame an opinion or an experience as a fact about them that could damage their reputation. For example, a safe way to say it is, I didn't feel respected in that relationship, because that's your personal experience. Or another example is, I felt pressured into saying yes. Again, that's your feeling and your experience. Some risky examples include: he is a rapist. A factual claim, unless proven in court, could expose you legally. It's also very risky to say she's a predator who scams people. This is risky when it is framed as a fact and not your personal lived experience. So remember, defamation is about lies stated as facts. Truth, feelings, and lived experiences are not defamation. Now let's look at why toxic people use these legal threats. The majority of time, toxic people are not actually interested in court. They know lawsuits are expensive, they're stressful, and they're very hard to win. But what they are interested in is silencing you. So they use defamation threats because they have a fear of exposure. Their perfect image is now showing cracks. Deep down, a part of them knows that if the truth comes out, people are going to see who they really are. Also, control and intimidation. Threatening you with, "I'm going to sue you," is a power move designed to scare you back into silence. Financial intimidation. If they have more money, they're going to lean on that, hoping that just the idea of expensive legal fees is going to terrify you into backing down. Projection. Now, this is a classic manipulation tactic. They accuse you of harming them while ignoring the harm that they did to you. Check out my other video on Darvo. So just know this is not about the law for them. It's about control. They do not want justice. They want to keep you quiet. So how can you protect yourself? How do you share your truth and stay protected? Here's a 5-step framework that I share with my clients. Step 1, stand strong in your truth. Always frame it as your truth, your feelings, your lived experience. I felt hurt. In my experience, this happened. I noticed this pattern, this behavior. And why it works? Your lived feelings and experiences are not defamation. They are protected by freedom of speech. By anchoring into the truth, it gives you genuine confidence to stand strong. Step 2, avoid labels. Don't use terms like narcissist, predator, rapist, criminal, groomer. These are overused, loaded labels that can give toxic people an opening to claim that you're making a false factual statement. Instead, describe the behavior. So, for example, instead of saying he's a narcissist, say they consistently ignored my boundaries and did not take accountability for their actions, and I have the receipts. Step 3, document everything. Save screenshots, messages, emails, threats, or witness accounts. If things escalate, you'll have a paper trail of evidence and the receipts to show for it. Documentation is your shield, and it points to the truth of what happened. Step 4, educate yourself on the law. Don't let their threats scare you because of uncertainty or your lack of education around how the law works or what defamation is. The more you understand how defamation actually works, the less power they have. But here's the key. Laws do differ by country and state. That's why it's really wise to consult with a local attorney. Even a one-time consult can give you the clarity, confidence, and peace of mind that you might be needing. And here's a tip. Many survivors I've worked with, I've supported them to find free or low-cost legal help through domestic abuse hotlines, legal aid clinics, or advocacy organizations. So if you do need legal help or advice, make sure you check out ones in your area. Step 5, use my practical tool, the truth test. Before posting or sharing anything, ask yourself, 1, am I speaking about my own direct experience? 2, am I describing how I felt instead of labeling or diagnosing them? 3, do I have documentation if it's challenged? And 4, am I speaking the truth? If yes, you're standing on solid ground. Again, the majority of defamation threats are just smoke and mirrors. They're not about the law. They are about controlling you. They are meant to scare you into being silent. But here's the truth. You hold the power because truth is on your side. Your feelings are not defamation. Your lived experience is not defamation. Your story is yours to tell, and no lawsuit can take that away. You hold the power, and the truth is your protection. So make sure you anchor into that. And remember, their threats say far more about their fear and paranoia of being exposed than about your right to speak your truth. Next, make sure to watch my video, Legal Abuse: When Court Becomes a Weapon, to dive deeper into this topic. And if you're navigating intimidation like this and want support to stand strong in your truth, I offer a free consult where we can talk through your situation and I can help you gain clarity on your next step. You can book that through the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.